tough is it to kind of go out like this, and a proud team, a championship team, to kind of not give your best when you needed to?
Yeah, extremely tough night for us. Felt like nothing was going our way, and just the game was easy for them. Many things that just were not clicking for us, and from the beginning they just created that lead. We didn't really have any good moments in the game to kind of get back there, and it was just a tough night and tough way to end on this note.
Kristaps, how frustrating personally has the last couple of months been for you to just have to kind of fight through this and not really be sure of what to do to get out there the way you want to be?
Right. Super frustrating, as frustrating as you can imagine. Just to, not be able to help this team more, yeah, especially with JT going out and just not being too much of a help. It just hurts deep inside of here, and it really sucks. It really sucks, in these moments. But yeah, what can we do? Try to get what I had, and we just fell short.
What were you going through over the last couple of months here, for the fans who kind of want to know more about that? And do you have concerns long term, about your health beyond this?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, I always try to downplay it in my own mind. That's like I'm good. But I think I don't know. My system just is not perfect right now. It's not working the way it should be. Many weird things. And might be the best thing I need right now is just to rest. Just get somewhere in the sun and just let my system kind of even itself out. So. But it's definitely, it was a very frustrating time for me, and yeah, nothing else much to add really. Just it's going to be now for me at least some time to recover from this.
Is there anything more you've learned about what sickness it is? The last time you told us you thought it was bronchitis.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, doctors are trying to help as much as possible, but it was just some lingering fatigue, some effects, and even right now, I'm just, I played, 11 minutes, but I'm gassed right now. Like I could just lay down here and just take a little nap, easy, which is extremely weird, and many symptoms that were kind of super weird. So I think nobody has a clear answer. I'll see how I go from here. And maybe I do some extra testing, some extra stuff, and see if we find something. But if not, maybe just a reset for my whole system, and that will get my energy levels hopefully back up.
Are there any considerations or conversations about shutting it down at some point during this postseason?
No, when I got the approval from the doctors that there's, they don't believe anything serious can happen. They tested my heart, everything. Then it was just a matter of me, how much I can give, and yeah, I tried to give what I had, but it wasn't much, as you could see. But yeah, it was there's no bigger risks, so I was able to play.
When you reflect on the past 2 years since the moment you were traded to Boston, how would you characterize what these 2 years have been like, and kind of what you guys were able to accomplish, and just what the experience was like?
It's been unbelievable, honestly. If you purely look from my own perspective, it's been up and down. Tough moments. Even last year, but then the big objective that we were going for, we achieved it, and it was nothing sweeter than that, right? And then to try to do it again this year was a big challenge, and myself also coming back from injury again into the season. I had to have a surgery. It's not the easiest thing to do, and just some bumps on the road all the time, but at the end what it does is just fortifies your mind, and I always take it that way, and this weekend was a tough challenge for me personally. Ends on a bitter note like this, but I think we all have to go home and know that we left everything out here, and you know, then you can sleep at night.
Last year, you obviously brought everybody back pretty much. How do you digest now the realization there's a good chance this group won't look the same moving forward?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't thought about that too much. You know, we've been locked in on the playoffs, and we'll see what the future holds. But right now, we're just digesting this loss, honestly.
Aside from just getting healthy, what do you kind of want to get out of the offseason? Just working on the game or anything like that?
Yeah, just obviously, you know, I mean, there's things for me too. Always, you know. And the main thing for me now is just to let my system just, you know, get into a normal state, you know, and get my energy back up, and then I'll start to look into maybe some things outside of basketball at first, and then, you know, obviously have the European Championships later in the summer. So I'm excited about that, you know, playing for my national team, and I've always performed well the year after national teams, not the year, the season like after the championships, you know, just because you're in a rhythm already, and which I didn't have this season. So you know, this summer I expect a nice bounce back for myself, and then heading into the next season.
Final question, Kristaps.
You played for New York. Did you feel the excitement of the city, particularly in these games here?
Of course, it was, you know, honestly, the support from the Knicks fans was through the roof tonight, and all throughout the playoffs. Unbelievable fans, unbelievable city, and there's a side of me that's very, very happy. That's very happy for them, and yeah, I wish them nothing but the best. They're class players that we played against, and you know, they've done great things, and I wish them nothing but success.
Thank you, KP.